Hi everyone, and welcome to Tea Time Diaries. In today's video, I'll be sharing pictures of a work party my coworkers and I surprised our boss with. I was in charge of decorations, and as always, I'll be sharing it all with you. This was the empty classroom we decided to use, and it was a perfect place to have a beautiful afternoon tea party. After I show you the individual pictures, I'll reveal the entire before and after. Let's start with the cake table. I placed two large tables side by side right up front so everyone could see the lovely display. I tried my best to make good use of everything in the room, including the chalkboard. I wrote a simple message using my best calligraphy skills, and I do mean that sarcastically, but hey, I tried. Starting at the right side of the table, I had a tea station set up. I placed two teapots, a cream and sugar pitcher, along with a variety of teas on the table. As you can see, I sprinkled some rose petals along the cake table, and I got these fabric petals from Michael's last year, and I hadn't used them yet, so I thought that this would be great for the occasion. Moving along, you'll see that on the table, I put one of my plastic tier trays. I originally wanted to place the sandwiches that we ordered on them, but it turns out the sandwiches were much bigger than I had anticipated. So I improvised and placed some tea bags on the tier tray instead. Right beside the tray, I had these cute little candy boxes that I purchased at the dollar store. I used these as prizes for a game that we played during the party. Next to it is my tea time sign that I use frequently at my tea parties. I actually made this sign myself, and I really love using it as a decorative piece in my parties. I also use one of my spring decor items from my previous video, which if you haven't seen it, I'll make sure to leave a card on the screen. I placed this small teapot on top of a crystal cake stand, and this helped to add some height to the decorations on the table. In the center of the table was the cake. The dean of our department bought it from Cold Stone, and it was really delicious. On the opposite side of the cake was another item from my spring decor video. It was a perfect little addition to the cake table. Next to the teacup is my second tier tray. As I mentioned before, I had to improvise and give it another function than the one I originally intended. So I placed the condiments on it since it was in the perfect spot right next to the sandwiches. The sandwiches were absolutely delicious. My coworkers ordered them from a local restaurant, and the options included turkey, ham, eggplant, and caprese sandwiches. And although not pictured here, there was also a nice macaroni salad to accompany the sandwiches. Now let's take a look at the seating tables. Ideally, I would have loved for all of us to sit together at one table. However, in order to keep everyone safe and comply with COVID regulations, I had to separate us as much as possible. And there were 8 of us in total, and I set up 2 plate settings per table. Each table had one of these cute floral tablecloths, and these are the same plastic tablecloths that I used for my niece's paint and sip tea party. That video is also up on my channel if you would like to check it out. If you recall, the tablecloths came in a pack of 3, and I only needed 1 for my niece's party, so it worked out perfectly because I was able to use them here. I also placed these beautiful teal colored cloths in the center of the table to serve as a table runner, and I placed these flowers in the center of the runner. My coworker thought it was a good idea to place some loose flowers at the ends of the table, and that was a really great idea since the tablecloths weren't exactly the same lengths as the tables. I stacked the food plate and cake plate on top of each other and placed them over these cute paper doilies from the dollar store. I've talked about these in previous videos, and you can see why I love them. They're very functional and cute, and also very inexpensive. I made sure to buy matching cake plates and napkins, and I wrapped the cutlery in the napkin for a little bit of an elegant touch. On the right side of the plate was a teacup and saucer, and I also placed that on a smaller paper doily. The small afternoon tea party was a hit with the birthday girl. She was surprised and really enjoyed all the love that was out into the party. Although my job was to put the decorations in place, every one of my coworkers pitched in, and it really was a great party. Here are the before and after views of the classroom. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, comment below and don't forget to like and subscribe. As always, remember to have a terrific day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!